Especially what is unfolded in Kabul on Monday, the car bombing, and being significantly right outside a community where mostly foreigners and NGOs are housed. Taliban took responsibility for it. How do you see this ninth round concluding between the U.S. and the Taliban?
Well, I think there's little doubt that President Donald Trump wants out of Afghanistan prior to next year's U.S. presidential election. At the end of the day, on the one hand, he had promised no more wars, and on the other hand, he really has little to show until now in terms of foreign policy successes. Mm-hmm. And so a withdrawal from Afghanistan would be a success, even if that does not guarantee or even bode well for a process of peace within Afghanistan that will return the country to some degree of stability.
And when they spell out, when the U.S. envoy sort of loosely spells out what this draft deal would basically mean, what it would say, and he talks about how 8,600 troops will be left behind, the rest will be withdrawn in the next 4 months. How does this make you feel about what the U.S. has planned?
Well, look, in a sense, I think you've got a double bind here. One is the United States wants out, is going to, in the first phase, according to the draft agreement or the details that we know so far, mm-hmm. going to withdraw about a third of its troops and eventually draw down to a few hundred who really are not going to make a major difference. The problem simply is that ultimately you need a U.S. withdrawal, but you need a U.S. withdrawal within the context of a very clear agreement between the parties that are fighting in Afghanistan itself.